Hello. If you've gotten this far in our series, you know I'm Alan Katz, president of Comprehensive Wealth Management Group, and we are on our journey to paying for college. Last episode, we spoke a lot about the different kinds of aid there are, and we went really in detail into merit-based aid. Today, we're going to talk a little bit more about needs-based aid and how it's all going to intertwine and work together. What is needs-based aid? Basically, what you're trying to do is establish with colleges and with the government, mostly federal, but some states as well, that you can't afford to send your children to college. This is very numbers driven. What numbers do they use? Primarily, the most important number is your income. After that is your assets. And of course, they assess that on the level of parents and they assess that on the level of students. How do they figure out what you need and how much aid you might get? The first thing they're going to look at is, and you can find this out by going to collegeboard.org for basically any college out there, is what is the cost of attendance to attend a particular college? You can see anything from a SUNY school in New York. I went to Binghamton myself. You could almost see my degree up there. Right now, a SUNY school, if you stayed there, would be somewhere in the range of $30,000 a year to pay for everything. Room and board, books, tuition, traveling fees, whatever it might be. And that could range from there all the way up to somewhere in the 70s and close to $80,000 a year when you start looking at the more expensive elite colleges, your Harvards, your Sarah Lawrences, your Fordhams, places like that. Now, the numbers do get overwhelming, as we spoke about before, but don't let that happen yet. When we look at the cost of attendance, so that jargon term is going to stay with you throughout the process. The next jargon term we're going to look at to figure out our need is what they call expected family contribution, or as people term it, EFC. Now, that's a term that most people in our industry will use in a seminar to scare you. It's really used to figure out how much need a person has. So, as an example, if the school costs $70,000 and your expected family contribution has been calculated out to be $30,000, you have financial need of $40,000. What that means is the college or the government or a combination should help you with $40,000 of need. I say should because there are no rules. How they share that money with you or how they help you with that could be nothing at all, could be the entire thing. It could be completely loans. It could be completely grants. It could be a combination of the two. So when you're doing your research, you're going to want to figure out how will a particular college help me with that need? And what kind of planning can I do to reduce what they expect that I can pay, or my EFC? To kind of figure out how to work that, there are two places you could find calculators that will help you determine what your expected family contribution might be. Collegeboard.org has one, and so does my website, cwmg-llc.com. You can figure out and play with numbers, determining what my income might be, what my assets might be, and all different things like that, and kind of planning that you can do. And keep in mind, when they're looking at your income numbers, whatever year you're going to be starting school, they're looking 2 years prior. So it's hard to plan right now. If I'm in school already, you're going to start school this particular year. So Alan Katz, president of Comprehensive Wealth Management Group, a lot of information today in a very short time. Take a look at that, do your research, and if you need to, give us a call.